What's up guys, this is Carl with a little bit of a more candid video. I just was doing some homework and came across this service, TeenSafe, and it's basically one of those things where parents are allowed to spy on a teen's phone. And I just have an issue with this. I have a big issue with this. I feel like it's super invasive. So I started Googling it. I was just curious to see how it actually works. How can a teen not know that their phone is being spied on? Like literally everything. Text messages, calls, WhatsApps, which isn't even anything to do with the phone itself. Deleted messages, browser history. I mean, this is like everything. Anyway, I was Googling, I came across this interview with the actual founder of the company, and I wanted to kind of go through this and give my thoughts on it. Alright, let's go.
Is this intrusive or ingenious?
Intrusive.
Amita Jain is creator of TeenSafe service and joins me now. Good morning.
Good morning.
First of all, what motivated you to do this?
Well, I'm a mother, and I'm a mother of two teenagers, and going through the process of raising them has been challenging in that it's changed from when I was a child and when my parents were raising me. My children were given phones when they went into junior high, and they were in 6th grade. And when you give your child a phone in 6th grade, you're not thinking about sexting. You're not thinking about, compromising positions that children can be put in, or
give them flip phones. I mean, seriously. When I went into 6th grade, I got a flip phone. You can't do anything on a flip phone. Like, you can't do shit on a flip phone. You're not going to be sexting people on a flip phone. I mean, that's the easy solution. You don't have to give them a new iPhone 6 Plus with a giant big screen and a camera and Snapchat so that way they're right on their way to sexting in middle school. I mean, come on.
Other children taking pictures or the other information that's coming at them. And because our kids don't have the capacity to, deal with a lot of the situations that are coming at them in today's world.
Okay, so now you're completely demeaning and undervaluing the effectiveness of a child's reasoning skills and ability to deal with issues. And unfortunately, I feel like that's something that a lot of parents do. And I will concede that there are some kids who just deserve to have their phones watched. I mean, there are just kids that can't be trusted. But in the majority, I feel like kids are very capable of handling their own situations. Plus, how does a child learn to deal with anything when it's being constantly monitored and the world is being filtered for them? I mean, I get there's a point where they're too young to know some things, and that's fine, and the internet definitely does open that door. But to the extent of, again, reading every single text message, that doesn't filter. Put an internet filter on their phone. That's really easy and completely justified. I have no issue with that. But you don't need to read deleted text messages. You don't need to read WhatsApps. You don't need to see exactly who all of their Instagram followers are. I mean, that's not necessary. It's not going to protect them from anything by seeing who their Instagram followers are.
I was fearful, and I was worried, and I wanted something that provided me a window into my child's life. So if a subject came up...
You wanted something that provided you a window into your child's life. Talk to them. Build trust. You know what makes kids not want to tell their parents things? When they snoop on them with creepy apps.
I could talk to them about it and address that situation or that subject matter with them so that I'm in the know. And I just wanted to be... I just wanted another tool that would help me be a good mom,
Now,
I guess.
in the introduction, I said it makes it easy for parents to keep their children safer while offering young people the freedom they need and want to grow independently. How does this in any way give young people freedom?
Well, with my children, I discussed it. I let them know that I was creating an app. Well, for iPhone, we are...
Okay, so let me stop there for a second. Letting them know implies that you want parents to talk to kids about this, which, by the way, totally changes how this works. On their website, they advertise the fact that it's completely in the background and undetectable, which seems to imply you don't want the kids to know. So again, I go back to the question, how do you bring it up if you don't tell them? And if you do tell them, how are they ever going to want to go along with this?
And we discussed it with our children that we were doing this, and we gave many examples of why. For example, we've had phone calls come into our office and customer service thanking us for TeenSafe that it saved their child's life, because without it, they wouldn't have known that their child was being bullied. And I can't give you...
Okay, she has a point with the bullying. There is some justification there. I mean, if your kid's being bullied, it's true. They might not be very likely to tell you about it, and you're going to have to do some digging. At the same token, though, I feel like that is not a justification for, again, tracking everything on someone's phone, because that just opens the door to tracking it for any number of reasons, literally any other reason.
That we've had situations that have come to our attention where it's actually saved a child's life. Where a parent had no idea that something was happening, and they were able to interject and do something about it.
How old are your kids now?
Okay, so now they're already moving on to the next question. Her only reason for why this is at all justified and what she told her kids is that if you're getting bullied, I'll know about it.
Her is 16.
And are they okay with this kind of monitoring?
They are, and as a matter of fact,
No, they're not.
my daughter most recently did a English project, and it is a polarizing issue: parent responsibility versus teen rights.
You have taken away every teen right here. They have zero right to privacy. None. There's nothing that's hidden from you. You, the voracious spying mother, has opened up the door to be able to see everything in your child's life through this window that you've wanted to create, and completely eradicated all of their rights to any privacy at all.
For us and our perspective, I wanted to create another tool out there for parents to have in case they needed it, wanted it. You can go to a library, check out a book on parenting. You can talk to your religious leaders and help get guidance. You can go to your school's counselor. You can talk to a teacher. You can talk to another mother. This is just another tool that provides you a window.
They're not even close to the same thing. Buying a book on parenting and reading every single text your kid sends and receives is not the same thing. They're not comparable in any way. I mean, that has about the same logic as asking all of your friends what it's like to travel to the United States and then reading all of Obama's text messages. None of those things give you an accurate perception of the country, but one of them is really, really invasive.
It's just another tool that provides you a window into a child's life, and by no means did I want to create this so that you could be a voyeur. It's just to help you be in the know.
If you want to be in the know, I would suggest developing a relationship with your kid. Maybe talk to them every once in a while, ask them how they're doing. At least try and talk to your kids first. I understand, as a teenager, that you don't always want to talk to your parents and or share everything with your parents, and that's fine. I think there's a point where that becomes not necessary. I mean, to each his own, every kid is different, but is it necessary to make the leap to spying on them without their knowledge before at least trying to talk to them?
I just wanted something that would help me and help my children's friends' parents just be more informed. And when you look at what's happening out there in the world and society, and children being bullied, and a parent not even knowing, and the next thing you know, your child has committed suicide, it's devastating. And
that's not the chain of events. It isn't, I get bullied, I commit suicide. There's so many things in the middle and that she's not even considering. Okay, so to me that is just a little bit scary and not okay. She doesn't really have much to back up what she's saying. Most of it just opens up a debate about bullying. I don't really want to make this video about bullying, but I will go into it for a second for the purpose of refuting her point. She says that her product saves lives. It saves lives and it keeps teens safe, however you want to word it. Her only justification for it doing so is that parents can see when their kids are being bullied without the kids having to tell the parents. To me, that just seems like a band-aid to a bad problem. It just feels like the equivalent of putting lifeboats on a ship that already has holes in it. There's a good chance that this ship will sink. However, you do have lifeboats on it, so you might save some people. Is that an inherently bad thing? No. Is that the right way to go about fixing the issue? No. You can't completely prevent bullying, and you can't completely monitor bullying either. There are many things that that app doesn't include that I hope it doesn't add to its repertoire of invasive monitoring applications. If this is the route that she wants to go to prove her product on, she's going to need to get microphones attached to her children so that way she can have a transcription of everything they say to other kids, just in case something is about bullying. I mean, basically her idea is if we blanket sweep everything that children say, to each other ever during the day, which, by the way, through text messages can be taken completely out of context, we may come across something that could save our child's life. I'm not claiming to have the solution to cyberbullying. I don't know what that is. But anyway, her solution is definitely not the right solution. And for the record, she's not the only one who's created software like this. There are plenty of other companies that do a very similar thing. I just feel like she completely disempowers kids, takes away all of their rights to privacy, takes away all of their ability to learn for themselves, which sometimes is needed. You can't be completely sheltered from everything forever. If you don't see something, someone else will see something on the internet, and they'll come talk to you about it at school. And that's something you can't just block with an application. I feel like having conversations up front with kids about things is probably a better method than spying on them without them knowing and just hoping that something comes in that you can block. But I'm interested to see what you guys think. So comment down below if you agree with this type of software, if you disagree with it, and why. Hopefully we can get a cool discussion going on, because I'm really interested to hear some arguments and some other points of view. I'd love to know what you guys think about this. Thanks for watching this kind of off-the-cuff, candid video. Hopefully I didn't get too off topic. If you liked it, click the subscribe button down below and be sure to check out some of our other videos. You can also follow us on Instagram and Snapchat. All those will be up on the screen here. You can follow me on my Snapchat, Ben's Snapchat. Follow both of us. We both post different things. I don't know when this is going up, so I'll see you whenever our next scheduled video is. Bye-bye.